So this past week, Eric Bischoff was on a podcast with Chris Van Vliet, and basically, Bischoff was asked, "What do you think about Goldberg wrestling at 54?" And he's like, "Let's be honest, he's doing it for the money." And he said, "Sorry, Bill, me and you are not close friends, but we're friends. And if he's getting paid seven figures, he would do it at his age. Like, come on, 5 minute matches, why wouldn't you do it?" And this whole thing of everybody getting mad over Goldberg, oh, Goldberg wrestling for the money. And this whole thing, like the society thing that these fans, and not just fans, but people in general, had this whole mindset of like, oh, let's bash on these celebrities that do it for money, when they actually forget they're actually human beings and they need to actually provide for their families. Yeah, they have a big social following and whatever, but they need to do it for their families. They need to do it for colleges or their wives or whatever. And do you think they're really going to actually cater to these 20-year-old marks who are going, super kick, super kick, super kick, every 5 minutes because actually they don't know how to fucking work a match? Or are they going to do it for the money? Let's be honest. Um, and it's a business. It doesn't matter. And I'm not even talking about even not even wrestling at this point. It's like if you go to Wall Street or you work on, if you're or if you're whatever part, whatever you do as a job is what the main goal in life is, to make the most money and then retire. It's not about the whole thing of, oh, do it for the passion. You may have passion for wrestling business or whatever you do, but it's mainly to get the most money so you're financially secure and you're actually, you can send your kids to college and send your kids to stuff like that. Because especially with WWE, with this independent contractor bullshit, Vince is like, you're an independent contractor, so you basically gotta take your Twitch cameo. Even Goldberg's not even a gamer or just cameo, but I'm just making this as an example. And basically, we don't give you health insurance or car rental places or help you with the airlines or whatever, um, or lost luggage or whatever. You gotta do it yourself because you're independent contractors, but you want to take third party ownership, whatever. They need to do it for the money. They need the money. It's like, I'm not just saying for Goldberg, but look at Daniel Bryan. He came out of retirement 2, 3 years ago. That the WWE said, I'm not going to clear you because, um, you know, you we don't want to see you paralyzed and whatever. And he got somebody else to clear him, and he's back in the ring because he needs the money. He wants the money for his kids. He's got to provide for his family. He's like anybody else. And people say, "Oh, I wouldn't do that." Well, if you was actually making that money as well, you would do it yourself. Let's be honest. Um, and same with Edge. I mean, another example, Edge was, you know, couldn't wrestle for 10 years, nearly a decade, and then he came back. And people say, "Oh, he did it for passion." Yeah, Edge has passion for the business, but he wants to do it. He wants the money. He wants the money, but he just, So that's my thoughts on the whole thing about Goldberg wrestling for money. And who the fuck cares about if Goldberg's doing it for money or not? Because let him wrestle for the money. It doesn't matter.